Welcome to the North Yorkshire Safeguarding Children Partnership LSP update for January 2024. My name's Catherine Morrison and I'm a Policy and Development Officer in the Partnership Business Unit. I'll be doing the report for Hayden, who's currently off work, although due back in the next couple of weeks. I've added my email onto the front slide, so please do get in touch if there is something you would normally contact Hayden for in the interim. Just to give you some updates on what's been happening in the partnership over the last quarter. So work has been ongoing in relation to a partnership audit of harmful sexual behaviour. A launch event was held in January, which explained to partners the aim of the audit, which is to gain a fuller understanding of the prevalence of harmful sexual behaviour in North Yorkshire in order to develop a multi-agency strategy for identifying and responding to it. Audits have been sent to and completed by partners, with the findings now being analysed by the NSPCC. These are being shared to partners via a dissemination event on 22nd of April, and this session will be recorded and added to the YouTube channel for partners to access at a later date. I have added a QR code onto this slide that will take you to the Be Aware pages on the NYSCP website, which will give you much more information about harmful sexual behaviour. A recent partnership agency audit has focused on multi-agency responses to children and young people who have been suspended or excluded from school. The report is currently waiting for final publication following subgroup approval, but highlighted key themes around good practice include recognising neurodiversity, using relational-based practice and strength-based working, as well as positive information sharing. The report recognises areas for development, including considering alternative hypotheses for the behaviour of children and exploring the impact of trauma on behaviour. There are also some recommendations based on strengthening multi-agency working. The report highlights in each of the 4 cases that were audited the significant good practice identified by educational professions, and this has been formally recognised through the NYSCP Partnership Awards. The full report will be available on the NYSCP website later in the spring and will be shared with partners. The biennial mandatory NYSCP school safeguarding audit has also been completed for 2022-2023, and a report has gone through the subgroup for final approval. This time, the online audit completed with schools was supported by a series of face-to-face discussion panels with a sample of those who completed the audit to give them an opportunity to discuss their audit with panel members and provide evidence of their self-assessment scores. The published full report will be available later in the spring and will be shared with partners. There have been numerous documents reviewed by partners this quarter. Practice guidance around domestic abuse and professional curiosity, which is a joint practice guidance with adults and community services, have been reviewed. And there's also been updates to 1-minute guides looking at child adolescents to parent violence and abuse, a Snapchat professionals guide, and an update to the HEAT toolkit. HEAT standing for Home Environment Assessment Toolkit, and this is used by practitioners to identify those families where there may be early signs of neglect, so that prompt actions can be taken to address and support families to improve home conditions and safety for children. I've added a QR code into a later slide that will take you to all the NYSCP practice guidance and 1-minute guides. Finally, we have a new 7-point briefing added to the website looking at child R and the importance of following up when parents of young babies request advice about potential injuries. So this follows the sad case of a child who presented at emergency department with multiple limb fractures as a result of a non-accidental injury. A week prior to the incident, the mother had contacted the midwifery helpline with concerns of a swollen limb of her baby, and she was advised to go to the GP or the emergency department, but there was no evidence of mum following this advice until a week later. Had the call been followed up, help would have been sought for the baby much sooner. March 2024 saw the launch of the multi-agency and child exploitation and contextual safeguarding strategy. The previous strategy had been reviewed by frontline and strategic partners, as well as part of a series of consultation events. And this review was used to formulate the new strategic priorities for the next 3 years, based around a 4P plan of prepare, prevent, protect, and pursue. So the strategic priorities are prepare the partnership and wider community in understanding the scope and complexity of child exploitation and risk outside the home. Commit to a whole partnership approach to prevention, contextual safeguarding, and keeping children safe from exploitation. To protect and support children at risk of experiencing exploitation that does not label or blame them for what they are experiencing. And to actively pursue, disrupt, and respond to the perpetrators of exploitation and work collectively as a partnership to disrupt the exploitation of children in the places and spaces where they are spending their time. Now, to support National Child Exploitation Awareness Day and the launch of the new strategy, Multi-Agency Child Exploitation or MACE partners were approached to develop a programme of online learning to be delivered throughout the week of the 18th of March. There was an amazingly positive partnership response that enabled 10 sessions to be added to the programme that were offered free to partners online across the week. Sessions included looking at criminal exploitation and girls in gangs, the work of the Iverson Trust, which was formerly known as PACE or Parents Against Child Exploitation, partnership disruption of exploitation, sexually coerced extortion, financial exploitation, and many more. We had an incredible 300 attendees join us across the week and amazing feedback of the impact and usefulness of the sessions. We also promoted key messages through a social media campaign with around 2,500 people accessing posts over the week. The sessions were recorded, or in some cases where recording was not possible, the slides have been saved, so you can continue to access these resources. Please see the QR for more details. We've also updated some resources on the Be Aware website. Firstly, we have guidance and resources on sexually coerced exploitation. Now, this is a serious form of blackmail that involves the exploitation of nude, explicit or sensitive images or videos to coerce victims into unwanted actions such as sharing further explicit imagery or paying to prevent further sharing. Alongside this, we've added resources on financial exploitation, a new and evolving form of exploitation. This involves criminals approaching children and young people online through gaming and social media platforms, and in places like shops and cash points, which offer a quick cash and fake job opportunities only to use and control their bank accounts to commit fraud and launder money from organised crime. Check out these pages for more information. Don't forget, we have some face-to-face MACE development sessions across the county in June 2024. A fantastic opportunity to meet with partners in locality areas face-to-face to develop professional relationships and really focus thinking on locality tackling of exploitation. Please do contact me for more details if you have partners that want to attend. I also wanted to share and make you aware of 2 upcoming campaigns that the partnership have been working on. In April 2024, we have an incredible new campaign called #AskMeHaveTheConversation. This is a campaign aimed at professionals across North Yorkshire to encourage them to have conversations with new and expectant parents about how they are feeling about a number of aspects of having and caring for a baby. The key messages are derived from a series of common themes that are often a concern to new parents and have been developed in conjunction with the learning identified from our recently commissioned thematic review, identifying learning from 3 similar cases of non-accidental injury to non-mobile infants. The campaign is not designed to replace any of the work already undertaken through the partnership, including work around sudden infant death or ICON, or the resources accessible through the Lullaby Trust. It aims to raise awareness with frontline practitioners of the need to ask parents how they are feeling around aspects of caring for their baby in those crucial first few months of life. The campaign recognises that the arrival of a new baby is a big life-changing event, and it can be hard for new parents to share with professionals that they may be struggling. It is therefore crucial that frontline practitioners have the confidence and the curiosity to explore with new and expectant parents how they are feeling and how they are coping with the changes. The campaign will be launched with a social media presence throughout the week and a masterclass delivered by the 2 designated safeguarding nurses highlighting learning from recent thematic reviews which have led to the production of the campaign. For those of you who missed the session or who are unable to attend the masterclass, it will be recorded and available on our YouTube channel. The second campaign will launch in June 2024 and has been designed in partnership with the voluntary community and social enterprise sector. It will focus on a pack of resources, posters, leaflets, etc., and a central hub of key messages for volunteers based around key safeguarding messages. A masterclass will launch the campaign on the 5th of June. We're mindful that this resource is a really positive resource, and it is also something that can be shared wider than just with our voluntary sector partners. So please do keep a lookout for these amazing resources. A reminder to partners that you can access all of our procedures, practice guidance and 1-minute guides on our website, and I've added the QR for you to scan for your convenience. We know it can be hard to hold all the safeguarding information, but it's key to remember that if you do want to find out more about a particular topic or theme that's relevant and up to date, the guidance will be available here for you on this page. Similarly, I've added a link to our training page where you can access information about all upcoming training courses available to partners. Upcoming masterclasses, we have the April Ask Me campaign launch. In May, we have the counter-terrorism police update, but please do note that due to the sensitivity of the content, this session won't be recorded. In June, as I've said, we have a masterclass delivered by our voluntary and community and social enterprise sector partners looking at that key safeguarding message campaign. Later in the year, we will look to hold sessions exploring learning from partnership case reviews and audits, the home environment assessment tool and professional curiosity. As always, please do get in touch if there are any further topics that you would like us to consider as part of our masterclass learning. A reminder to partners that Safeguarding Week is in June, the 17th to the 21st, with a focus on safeguarding being everybody's responsibility. A task and finish group is currently putting an agenda for safeguarding training and activities in place for the week, with lots of exciting ideas being shared. If there are any ideas you would like to be covered as part of this programme, please do get in touch and we will endeavour to accommodate for this. Finally, a reminder to partners of all of our key links, including our social media channels, YouTube page, and how you can access the podcasts. I've also included a QR code to scan to sign up for our monthly e-bulletin, where we share key safeguarding updates with partners. So, for example, in January, we focused on online safety and shared key ways for partners to support children to stay safe online, especially as a lot of young people may have received new devices over the festive periods. Please, as always, continue to share key information across your teams and networks and get in touch with us if there is any further information we can provide you with. Thank you.